चीज़ में, किसी चीज़ में आप एनर्जी लगा रहे हो. ओके, सो दिस ग्लोबल मेगा ट्रेंड ओनली रीइंफोर्स दिस फैक्ट. विच फैक्ट? द फैक्ट दैट stated above that the world is changing. Okay, this fact, this is a pronoun and this is referring to the fact that the world is changing very fast. Okay, so global mega trend. So now we got the topic that it is talking, the author is talking about global mega trend. And global mega trend में बहुत सारा factors आ जाएगा. Like global mega trend क्या, आप shopping के बारे में बात कर रहे हो, या आप you're talking about how the trend is changing and affecting environment, क्लाइमेट कैसे चेंज इफेक्ट कर रहा है, या यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सम सोशल डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इंटरनेट और सोशल मीडिया साइट्स, एंड what global mega trends. Okay, so let's see what this change is all about. Okay, the internet has taken over. Now we got internet, so everything about the internet which has formed the very core element of our life, जो हमारे life, yeah, it has engulfed our life. Internet, like a giant, is been talked about here. So internet, we are all talking about internet. So the internet has taken over our lives. Smartphone has taken over our lives. So now the author is telling that the internet has taken over our lives, मतलब हमारे lives के ऊपर ये हावी हो चुका है. Smartphone penetration is growing rapidly. Penetration means, so we can interpret smartphone dash is growing rapidly. So smartphone usage can be growing rapidly. Okay, so we can take it for granted, like usage is given. Demographics are evolving. So demographics, so we don't know the dictionary meaning of demographics, but we know what graph is. Graph is something written like this, graph. Okay, so what is written? Demo refers to mass. So if the population is written over a particular graph, it is like this, isn't it? So it is the interpretation of how population is changing over time because of the penetration of, or the excessive usage, or the excessive involvement of internet in our lives. Okay, for the first time in 2019, so again a fact is mentioned now. Okay, so a fact is mentioned. So whenever a fact is mentioned, it is not a concept, core concept. वो core concept नहीं होगा, लेकिन core concept को solidify करने के लिए ये concept दिया जाता है. For the first time in 2019, millennials, we don't know what millennial is, but hey, it is mentioned under brackets. वो brackets में खुद author ने define कर दिया. वो who are millennials? Those जो कि 1981 से लेके 1996 में के बीच में born हुए हैं. those are called millennials. Okay, who feel fully at home in a digital world. They are fully satisfied at home in a digital world. Okay, who refers to millennials. Okay, this who refers to millennials. They feel, who is a pronoun, it refers to millennials, and millennials are those जो कि 1981 से लेके 1996 के बीच में पैदा हुए हैं. Who feel fully comfortable in a home in a digital world. They are fully comfortable. Okay, why? Because they have internet. Will overtake the population of baby boomers. Okay, they will overtake the population of baby boomers. Overtake means वो लोग they will they will have some kind of advantage, or they will overtake, or they will come over. वो लोग ज़्यादा बड़े रूप में बेबी बूमर्स के ऊपर हावी हो जाएंगे. नाउ वी डोंट नो व्हाट बेबी बूमर्स आर. दिस इज अ बिग क्वेश्चन मार्क, एंड वी डोंट हैव मोर स्टेटमेंट बिफोर द क्वेश्चन मार्क एंड्स टू इंटरप्रेट व्हाट बेबी बूमर्स आर. सो बट वी नो व्हाट बेबी इज. ओके, and we know what boom is. Boom is what? Boom is like comes in force. Boom is like baby boomers, like a time when people were having a lot of babies. Okay, that period could be taken to be baby boomers. So that period when population explosion happened, जब बहुत population explosion हो गया था हमारे country में, तो that time could be taken for granted as baby boomers. Okay, this we can interpret, because boom is something like with much force. You say boom. Okay, with much force. When a bomb is explosion occurs, that we can explain it as boom. So boom is something which a great amount of energy or great amount is put in. That is a boom. It is an explosion of something. So baby boom is a huge population of babies occurring at that point of time. But millennials will overtake even this baby boomer period. There are dramatic lifestyle and behavioral changes occurring every day. It states that our lifestyle is changing every day, okay, with strong implications for the future of our planet and its inhabitants. With strong implications. So with strong dash for the future of our planet and its inhabitants. So with strong effect. This change can have dramatic strong effects. Now the first paragraph. Now the second step was that when we have read and interpreted what this passage is revolving around, किसके around, कौन सा topic around ये passage revolve कर रहा है, then we have to, you know, summarize what we have just read. So we have just read that how internet is changing our lives, and we have just read some fact about millennials and how they are overtaking the baby boomers. Okay, so these two concept. So baby boomer एक बहुत ही टेक्निकल कॉन्सेप्ट है, ठीक है, जो कि ऑथर प्रेजेंट कर रहा है, और ताकि हम लोग कंफ्यूज हो जाए, हम लोग डेविएट कर जाए, हम लोग अनफेमिलियर वर्ड को देख कर थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हो जाए. बट वी डोंट हैव टू गेट कंफ्यूज, वी कैन ओनली इंटरप्रेट. ओके, and we have interpreted accordingly. So let's move on to the second passage. Healthcare is no stranger to change. In fact, the most impactful transformations in human life have happened in healthcare. So healthcare, there is no strange thing in healthcare to change, because healthcare is always changing. Okay, agar healthcare change karega, so it is no strange thing. In fact, the most impactful transformations in human life have happened in healthcare. Okay, impactful means forceful. Bada change have happened. Okay, times cover 3 years ago showed the pictures. of Times referred to a particular company which has carried out the research 3 years ago, showed the pictures of a child with the headline, "This baby could live to be a 142-year-old." Okay, this is the extent of the breakthrough in longevity that modern medicine has been able to achieve. Healthcare in India too has been transformed. So this states, now this paragraph states that healthcare has changed, but it is not something surprising, because healthcare has changed over a period of time. हर दिन healthcare में changes हो रहा है. And it was a time that, for example, the author has again exemplified it through an example, like Times में एक फोटो दिया था, उसने कहा था कि एक बेबी का फोटो डाला था और कहा था कि this baby could live just because of science, advancement in science, this baby could live up to an age of 142 years. So it is not a strange thing that science is changing. So the author could present some other fact. What could be strange? Okay, this is not strange, but some other facts, and maybe in the next paragraphs. Okay, so let's move on. So healthcare in India too has transformed over the last 3 decades, and as members of this industry, we can be proud of how far we have come in terms of improved indices on life expectancy, infant mortality, maternal deaths, and quality of life. Now, hey guys, don't wonder if you don't know the meanings of these terms. Why? Because, these terms are all related to one thing. Improvement in healthcare has led to the improvement of these terms. So these terms, even if you know the one term separated by comma, you can almost interpret every term. Like for example, if I say longevity में improve हुआ है, so मतलब हमारा एवरेज एज जो है वो इंक्रीज कर गया. पहले के लोग जब अगर 65 साल तक ही जीते थे, तो आज के ज़माने के लोग 85 years, that is the average age has increased to 85 years. Okay, so even if you know one word among the various words separated by comma, you can interpret the various words, because the various words are interlinked to one another. So it is everything telling about the same thing, revolving around the same line. So we can interpret infant mortality rate. So even if you don't know infant mortality, even if you don't know mortality, infant. So something about how more infants are being born, how the death rates of infants has declined. Okay, maternal deaths. Okay, matter related to mother, maternal deaths, quality of outcomes. Okay, but so now again this word, see, I have highlighted this word in red. This word is very important, the word but, because but suggests that we have a contrast. Okay, so unless and until we focus on these keywords, we won't be able to justify that we are reading properly. So now we have a change in paragraph, and also change in paragraph most starting point is but. So but ये सिग्निफाई कर रहा है कि अभी तक पॉजिटिव चेंजेस हुआ. नाउ बट मीन्स कि अब नाउ वी विल हैव सम नेगेटिविटी. ओके, बट वी कैनॉट रेस्ट ऑन दीज अचीवमेंट्स. See how negativity is now coming in, because the pace of change is still scorching and is fundamentally altering disease patterns, patient risk profiles, and their expectations. Okay, so scorching means like scorching heat. So it is going to the extent of itching, like it's irritating. Scorching, it becomes irritating. Okay, लेकिन ये pace of change जो है वो एक extreme end चला गया है, altering disease patterns, patient risk profiles, and the rest. Information technology and biotechnology are twin engines. Okay, these are the twin engines with immense potential to transform the mechanics of care delivery, the outcome we can achieve, and above all, the lives we can touch and save. So now we are talking about how these changes have earlier we talked about how these changes led to the development of better lives. Okay, they increase the longevity. Now in this paragraph has started with but, and now I have almost interpreted that start of paragraph that the some negativity will be there, and obviously the author has definitely put in some negativity. कुछ negative author ने इस paragraph में डाला है, like how this change is now going to the core extent of being irritating. Okay, they are altering disease patterns, patient risk, and the expectations. Okay, although information technology and biotechnology are twin engines. Okay, but there are some kind of negativity, negative factors being involved. The outcome we can achieve a number of all the lives we can touch and save. So now this paragraph is talking about some kind of negativity. Let's move on to the next paragraph. There are several examples of the kinds of impact technology and biotechnology can make on healthcare. Let's talking about the several impacts. Okay, because these are the twin engines and therefore they can several impacts they can make. Telemedicine has already brought healthcare to the remotest corner of the country. Now what is telemedicine? We can almost interpret, this is a technical, but hey guys, we can almost tele is telephone. So what is telephone? You can talk to distant people. बहुत, you can talk from Bihar to Mumbai through telephone. So tele is distance and phone is sound. So telemedicine, distance medicine, so it is something about online curing and healing people's worries. Telemedicine has already brought healthcare to the remotest corners of the country. How? Through online. Okay, the use of artificial intelligence for preventive and predictive healthcare analytics can strongly support clinical diagnostic with evidence-based guidance. Okay, so now we don't have to focus on technicalities. Again, these are the technicalities and these are the examples of how biotechnology and healthcare has made changes and has brought about good changes in our lives. Okay, for example, through telemedicine, through artificial intelligence. Okay, and also prevent disease. From the virtual reality VR of 3D printing, we are now moving towards augmented reality, by which, for example, every piece of node in a malignant melanoma can be completely removed and thereby eliminating the risk of the cancer spreading to any other part of the body. Okay, so again, for examples, now we don't have to go into technicalities. We just know that various examples of how telemedicine various examples of how they have several examples. Now the start of the paragraph itself we have been told that there are several examples. So why to put our head into it, the intricacies of or the technicalities of the examples? We can only move on and we can only justify the fact that okay, examples A, B, C, D are mentioned. First example, this telemedicine. Second example, artificial intelligence. Third example, 3D printing. Okay, through which tumors and other malignant tumors are can be detected. So now biotechnology, cell biology and genetics are opening up whole new paradigms of understanding of human life and disease. So again, we don't know the word paradigm. Okay guys, we don't know the word paradigm. Okay, but we can interpret in the context of the passage. How? It's saying that how biotechnology, cell biology and genetics are opening up whole new paradigms of understanding of human life. So opening of whole new challenges of understanding of human life. Okay, opening of whole new areas of understanding of human life we can interpret, and disease, and I have made personalized medicine aware. So all positivity, all example A, B, C, D mentioned. Okay, so what examples, how examples, what intricacies involved, don't worry, just move on, because they are all examples justifying the fact that how the biotechnology has made life simple. Okay, largest health scheme. So the lookout is clear. Those in the healthcare who wish for status quo and for the comfort of the familiar run the risk of becoming irrelevant, and that goes for countries too. Okay, India needs to rapidly adapt to embrace and drive change if it wishes to stay relevant in the global healthcare order. India's change imperative has become even more pronounced with the launch of the Pradhan Mantri. So guys, can almost interpret ki how now the author is going on adding more and more information on the passage, and there is nothing much to worry about, because all those examples have been justified through various 1, 2, 3, 4 dash. Like again, India's change imperative has become more pronounced with the launch of Pradhan Mantri Arogya Yojana. So what is this Pradhan Mantri Arogya Yojana? Again, the details has been this major shift is public healthcare, how this healthcare is changing. So again, through the way the private healthcare sector is committed to support this. So again, the private healthcare का role इसमें क्या कहाँ तक रहेगा. Okay, again, so and now at the last we have conclusion. So my aim of making you understand this passage is that if you now understand how start of the paragraph play a major role, you will get to justify the end of it. Okay, अगर start में आप more than 3/4 of the time लगाते हो, तो the concept will be clear and you will come to the end with a clear concept. और हर paragraph के बाद में summarize those concepts. अगर examples है तो skip those examples, only get to know why those examples are mentioned. So hope you guys have understood very well, and hope you guys like the video and subscribe to it, because from